You guys stop touching each other? This is like, it's like first graders all over again.
You want to know the funny thing?
What's that?
We haven't touched yet.
Oh.
Nope.
You guys don't hug?
Huh?
You're not going to hug?
I'm not going to hard.
Should I get some tissues in case we cry?
You might want some tissues.
There's some here.
No, I'm not going to fucking cry.
Hold on. Okay, I'm good.
All right. Well,
Let's
we are
go.
here.
You
That's
ready?
how we're going to start this because I just hit record and that's the best way to go. So, I'm Adam. This is Andy. We are here with Ben and Jeff from the Toking Dead. They are amazing people. We're going to let them kind of introduce themselves because they're like all over the place with how much they do. So, if you guys want to go ahead.
Age before beauty.
Yeah.
That's what it's all
I'm
about.
Jeff. I'm Duke in the comic.
Nice.
I'm the guy that can figure everything out.
The smart one.
I'm the smart one.
Nice.
Yeah, he's definitely the smart one. Definitely the smart one.
I'm the smart
one. So,
I'm a woodworker. I build furniture. Used to be a contractor. I trained numbnuts.
yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
So how did you? What was your first business? A lot of the things we like to is show people like entrepreneurship is our big thing. When did you know like that typical 9 to 5, that 40-hour work week? It wasn't,
Well,
it
I'll
wasn't
be
gelling.
honest. First, I went into business with my dad. We don't want to get into that, but it's not a. It's more than 40 hours. You go into business for yourself,
Yeah,
and you're talking 60, sometimes 80 hours. You're thinking you're dreaming at night about what you got to do tomorrow.
Yeah.
And making like $1 an hour.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
Right.
absolutely.
Right. I'm a woodworker. I don't make a lot of money. I don't. You know what I mean? I make beautiful things. I don't make a lot of money.
But you love what you do.
But I love what I do, and I
Yeah.
keep on doing it.
Yeah, woodworking now is kind of
because that's what it comes down to. If you don't love what you're doing, don't fucking do it.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
He
So that's anyway. That's
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up! It's my turn to talk.
He's a master craftsman. Actually, he builds high-end furniture right now.
Yeah, I've seen
He's
some of his work.
he's undercutting himself with what he can really do.
Yeah.
Well,
But no,
It's
he
very
did.
modest.
He did. He trained me in the construction industry for over 20 years, and about 8 years ago, I met up with a buddy of mine. We started a business doing construction, and he's right. It's not 40 hours, man. I'm doing 60, 80 hours. We go on vacation. I bring my notebook with me. I'm up there doing estimates, contracts, blah 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Always on.
it's all about income, feeding the family. You know how it is. This thing here, this venture that we're on now, started off 20 plus years ago.
23.
Yeah,
25.
with a whole nother outlook on how to educate people on the cannabis industry.
Yeah.
Back then, we didn't have technology like this.
Yeah, back then.
Which we have now.
Back then it was tough because
You got
there was
caught
no
in a joint,
there was
you're going
no
to jail.
internet. Well, there was no internet. Yeah, I mean, weed's illegal. You know what I mean? Sorry.
It was like hardcore illegal.
Yeah.
it was
Yeah,
hardcore
yeah,
illegal.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And the shit we got was fucking brown.
Yeah. We recorded the jail time, damn it.
It smelled like
come on.
dirt.
To me, that sounds pioneerish.
Yeah.
Well, we'd like to think so.
I mean, we came up with an idea that to help educate. So we came up with a T-shirt idea. It's like, okay, well, why don't we do this? Why don't we do that? And I mean, it was tough. Like I said, no internet. I mean, it's hard to market.
Yeah.
We had no money.
Our only advertisement
We
was
go
High
down.
Times
We went down to the local
Yeah,
store.
that's
in
still pretty
Plymouth.
good, though.
What was
Yeah.
that store in Plymouth called? Moon
Oh,
Unit?
fucking Laughing Moon or
No,
something. They're
that's
still in
that
business. They're still down there.
And you came
Part
to
of the Seven
you
Tribes,
came to
yeah.
them
The
with
Laughing
the
Moon.
idea of a shirt.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Laughing Moon. Right.
But the
right,
shirt
right.
idea is basically the same thing as the comic in the same mission we're on now, like we said before. It's to educate.
Yeah.
It's to educate the positive side of cannabis, hemp, weed, whatever you want to call it. It's pretty much the same damn thing.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's crazy, too. Like,
And I have a shirt right here.
The first one.
The very first shirt.
Still sealed.
No, so explain what is this?
This is how you
it looks-
copyrighted things back in the early 90s.
yeah. Instead of emailing it to yourself,
Well, you mail it to yourself.
Can I
So,
say-
Yeah.
This is This
So
is
right
sealed.
now, what we're for those of you who are listening, I'm holding a large envelope, and it says Jeffrey T. Homan. For those
Yeah,
of
to
you
me,
not
I'm
listening.
Duke.
The date
Did he
says
forget
September
the video?
27th, 95, and that's for the people listening on audio.
He's gonna bring it up to the camera.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So
This is a lot of dust on here.
Had to blow it off to read the
I'm
label
not
real
opening
quick.
it.
huh?
I'm not going to open it.
Who is? You gonna leave it sealed?
Ian, come here.
You gonna let Ann open it?
Yeah, I want it. Come on.
She's like, I'm not going on camera. We need to open it though.
I think you should open it together.
No, I think he should open it.
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's like Christmas
Whoa.
early.
It smells like dirt.
Did you just pack some weed in there too?
Oh, look at this.
The original Prince.
So this
wow.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
So this was sent. How did you get this?
I mailed it to myself.
So you just went and dropped it at the post office.
Yeah.
It got mailed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Prince.
Original print. You want to see the shirt? Or you want to see the original
I
print?
wanna see all of it.
Everything.
Yeah, all of it.
I think you should
That's
show them the shirt.
phenomenal.
You know,
Okay,
and
so-
this was our first shirt idea. Believe it or not.
Okay.
And
And I want Ben to hold this up.
yeah, I'll hold it up. I don't mind.
Okay. Here you go.
You know. So anyway. Wow,
Look
it's
at
fucking
that.
wild.
Yeah,
So-
it's wicked
If
rip.
you want to save trees, soon there'll be none.
If you want to save this,
Yeah.
put your glasses on, sweetheart.
Yeah. If you want to save this,
And it says soon there'll be none. It's got the pot leaf on on that side, the globe on that sleeve.
Very
On the
nice.
back, cultivate this, and it gives you a fact right here about how much
Look at that.
hemp.
1 acre of hemp will produce as much paper as 4 acres of trees. I
All right,
kinda
so
knew
that's
that.
a 4-to-1 ratio to save the trees. So this
And
was
they grow a
over
lot
20
faster,
years
this
ago.
this is 23 years
Yeah,
ago.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean.
Wow.
I mean, the shirt still smells brand new.
It does.
It looks brand new.
That's phenomenal.
So, but that was
Wow.
that was our mission starting all those years ago.
Still,
You know.
So just
And then life happened.
Yeah, and then life happened. I mean, we had multiple ideas, multiple copyrighted pictures that we've used. They're in a folder.
yeah.
We went away on vacation with our wives, and we were sitting on the beach, shooting the shit.
Yeah.
And I said, "Dude, you never guess what I found." And he's like, "What?" I said, "I found the folder with all the friggin' prints in the original ad in High Times magazine."
Oh my
Actually, my
God.
wife found it in my shit that was just kind of thrown somewhere. And-
Why did I save this?
So anyway, we revisited it, and then we started talking about
It's the original
you know,
black and white, like original layout.
This is
yeah,
way before.
medical cannabis and what it's being used for, and we were like, you know, wouldn't it be cool if we could start spreading the word again?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I mean,
it's insane.
it's
so
the industry's really starting to take off. We're at ground level right here, so if we can start spreading the word again, then that would be kick ass. You know, half in a wrapper when we were talking about it.
Well, shut the fuck up.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think so.
The old man wants to talk, and he has, you know.
The fact that you shipped that to yourself 23 years ago, it shows a true testament to how long you have to grind to really get to like where you want to be. Because now you know you guys are just having fun
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
comics, and because you're having fun with the comics, and all these years of grinding and teaching people and doing all these great things, it's all like coming back to you now. You know,
We're hoping so.
it definitely is.
We're
I
hoping
see
so.
it.
Yeah, we're hoping so.
I see it. I mean, we've had a ton of conversations, so I know what's going on with you guys for the
Well,
most part.
and again,
I didn't know about this, so maybe I don't know what other secrets you guys are hiding from me. But.
you know, and again, it started off with the T-shirts.
Yeah.
Entrepreneurial venture.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And we were just going to do T-shirts, and you know, the still toking down the sleeve. You know, we still want to do sweatpants and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
You know what I
And
mean?
the whole,
Takes money.
yeah, the
You know
whole
what
token.
I mean?
The
We're,
whole
and
token.
we're just hardworking guys, and we're going to push it, and we're going to do this thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah. The comic, I don't know where the fuck that came from. I have no idea.
The whole Toking Dead idea came up.
Somebody said something about doing a comic or doing
Yeah,
a cartoon.
we were
we were just
talking
like,
about
you know,
T-shirts
networking
and
with
stuff
people,
like that.
and, you know, and they're like, "Oh, that would be a great comic book." I'm like, "Comic book? No,
Was this around 20 years ago? Were these?
No,
no.
this was all.
3 years ago.
Yeah, this
This
was
was
all
all
about
new.
2
You know,
or 3 years
it's
ago.
it's how it morphed
Yeah,
because
it
we
morphed from
started the
that, yeah.
T-shirt thing again, and it just went bang into a comic book. I'm like,
Yeah.
comic book? I don't know.
And it's snowballing in all types of directions on us. The whole Toking Dead thing came up. We were talking about, like I said, the medicinal aspects of cannabis and, you know, the positive effects it has on our cancer patients, you know, our veterans, children, You name it. You name
Yeah.
an illness, there's a part of this plant that can help you.
Take one of the books and look at the inside front cover.
Yeah, sure.
You know?
Well, the thing about cannabis that a lot of people like are uneducated about is just the what you're saying, the medical aspect of it. And,
Yeah.
like, they think you have to be drooling stone to get the medical aspect
Weed
of
was
it. You
down
don't
there.
have to. Like, there's
No.
so many strains now that are CBD.
Yeah.
What, Charlotte's Web and
Well, yeah, there's a ton of them out there.
Have you read it? Right here. Just read that right there.
All right, so I'm holding. I'm gonna read this for the people audio listening. So it says helpful links and information. Canamed at canname.com 866-824-1194. Massachusetts Medical Society, massmed.org, medical use of marijuana. So these are a list of statistics.
Well,
that
in
are
places
links.
that you can
Medicinal
contact.
links
Yeah,
and
but
links.
it's not
in places
as you
for
get
help.
lower in that list.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, but as you get lower on that list, it's not just cannabis.
You know,
it's opioid help,
opioid
helplines,
veterans helplines,
veterans helplines,
It's all in
suicide
here.
prevention helplines.
Yeah.
So the cannabis industry, what it's doing is helping these people. So we thought it'd be hilarious to educate through adult humor, taking the biggest thing out there, which is zombies. I mean, they've been around forever. You go back to Day of the Dead, the Evil
Dawn of the Dead, the Evil
You know,
Dead,
I mean,
yeah,
the
yeah,
real
yeah.
deal.
The original
doesn't-
1936 Boris Karloff.
who doesn't like some
Yeah,
kind of
The
zombie
Walking
movie? You know,
Dead.
like, there's always that
36,
one zombie
The
movie that
Walking
everybody
Dead.
likes.
came out.
1936 movie,
So
The
it's
Walking
such
Dead.
fascinating.
So, but zombies have been around forever, and then we said, you know, the cannabis industry is huge right now, dude. Put them together. Use the zombies as our test subjects.
Yeah, as a catalyst.
You know, but you got to educate through adult humor because you got to make it funny. Because if
Right.
it's boring, everybody's going to be like, "This fucking thing sucks."
Right,
you know?
right.
Oh yeah, they're drooling on it. You don't want that. You want them to be like,
a lot of this comic was written at the camp in Maine.
yes,
Okay.
yeah.
He gets up early. I'm getting older. I don't so much anymore. Depends
So
on-
you actually own a camp.
Well, he does.
You're,
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
What you're
Yeah, he-
referring
You know,
to.
and I would get up. I'm always the second one up.
Usually,
You know
lately,
what I mean?
yeah.
And I get up, coffee's made. It's like, okay, cool, get coffee. I go out, and he's sitting at the picnic table looking at the lake, writing.
yeah.
yeah.
And we get into a conversation. He tells me what he's writing about, and I'll throw stuff in there. You know what I mean? That's how, like, Piper came up.
Yeah, that's how
You
Piper
know?
got
He's like, we
introduced to
need another character. And I'm like, yeah, we need somebody that works in the storefront. Yeah. So,
6 foot redhead.
6 foot redhead.
With you.
Yeah. Who's a lesbian? You know what I mean? And,
Yeah,
and
because
it
you
would
want
just
to be
pop up,
politically correct all the way around.
Sure.
You know, and then
You want to bust on
It sounds
everybody.
like a impolitically correct way to be politically correct. Like,
Well, you want to offend everybody.
yeah. That's what I
You
meant.
can't just offend one
Basically,
person.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you can't offend one genre, one color, one creed.
Right.
You can't do that. You got to offend them all.
And
Because then it's fun.
the whole comic
Right.
book is a joke about
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
So through
It really
your
is, you know what I
your experiences together at your camp and everything, you basically wrote the storyline for the Toking Dead, the original storyline. So kind of take our listeners who have never heard of you guys, kind of take them through the main characters and the main storyline that you want to tell as like a preview to the Toking Dead. Because I love the comics. I think they're brilliant. The fact that you guys are both in it, and it kind of makes it funnier for me because I've known Ben for a very long time, and Jeff has known him forever. So it's like 3 different generations. You know what I mean? So I think it's just
And
a
if
fun.
I'm not that
Now
fucking old.
we got Drew here. He's new to the generation.
Well, no, son.
Well, I mean, Ben said you're like
Really?
87. What?
Actually, we met in '86.
Yeah, we met in 86.
And it's funny that because you said that because in '86, you know, I was smoking weed,
Yeah.
and that's really
I
how we
wasn't
met.
born yet.
I was hiding up on the
I wasn't
roof of
born
my
yet.
shed.
Yeah.
You know, I'm hiding up on the roof of my shed with a buddy of mine. We're blowing a bone. 1986. Fucking, he comes pulling in the house next door that had just sold, and he's muscling this fucking dresser out of the back of a truck. So I finished smoking the joint, and I looked over and I go, "You need a hand?" He goes, "Yeah, that would be nice." And that's just how it all started. It was pretty fucking funny, you know? And, you know, the rest is just kind of
the
history
rest is
there,
history,
and we're sitting here now.
Here
A
we
lot
are.
older, a little fatter, and grayer, you know? It's all good.
It's time. You know what's fascinating about how you chose to make this this comic is the fact that it's super niche, and that's what makes it so original. You're taking the whole principle of we like zombie stuff, and so do a lot of other people. It's really cool things, and we're also super passionate about cannabis.
Yeah.
And we're super helpful.
Yeah,
We wanna help
educate.
in education.
You know? Yeah, education is key, but so isn't laughter.
Well, so
Exactly.
I got a question for you guys.
Sure.
You guys have seen everything then in this whole cannabis movement, going from completely illegal
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep.
to now legal in our state.
Yep.
How do you feel about people just going into pot shops and buying recreational weed? Like how I've seen, I know some people who I've had conversations with that are a little bit older than me, and they kind of are like, I don't really know how to feel. You know, I feel like it goes against what we fought for because.
Well,
No, I look at it totally different than that.
I look at the
because-
state benefits, like the benefits you get out of like the roads and schools and everything that we're lacking here in Massachusetts. Like I feel like cannabis is going to help.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
Our
Cannabis
opiate
is
problem is
gonna
going to
help
decline massively.
everything. It's
Yeah.
going to help
Yeah.
everything.
Especially
Yeah.
Massachusetts problems are like
You know what I
huge
mean? What
Massachusetts
they're
problems.
doing
All
with
50
that
states.
plant is
Yeah.
amazing.
All 50 states.
Eventually, when it gets to
It's
that,
absolutely
it needs to get to
amazing.
that.
Oh no, absolutely.
And I think
agree.
that's the final, or that's like part of the plot of the story, right? Like, so I came in here and I'm not really sure of the plot. What's the plot of the Toking Dead? Tell us a little bit. All right.
Okay, the plot.
Yeah. Well, the plot thickens.
Yes,
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah. Stoners stick together.
We don't want to give away too much about what's going on, but I will say this. All right. Purely by accident, you're dealing with a couple of stoners, okay, that
Yeah.
owned a dispensary. Okay. Where was I going with that?
the plot.
Senile. Yeah, we're a little bit more senile too now.
Yeah, a little bit more senile.
So basically,
No,
we might not be
and,
helping.
and,
We don't
and, you
know
know,
yet.
apocalypse happens, this happens, boom, boom, you got zombies, and blah, 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 blah. And, by accident, they discovered that if you get a zombie high, they don't want to eat you. They want fucking Twinkies, or they want your fucking weed.
yeah. So now you're faced with a multitude of problems because first they want to eat your munchies, which is a no-no.
Okay.
And then the second thing is
so-
that now they want to eat your weed, which is the bigger no-no. So,
Right.
but
But
no.
so realizing that it had an effect, we're like, well, okay, well, you know, because I can't say that because it gives the comic away.
All right, let me try to sum it up real quick. So
I don't want to. Yeah,
like Jeff was saying, you know, we owned the dispensary, so we're helping medicinally. You know, we have people that come in, they buy medicinal, blah blah blah, for whatever reasons. They get introduced through the storyline after the apocalypse. Well, as he said about Piper, you know, Toby had a thing for Piper. They end up hooking up, but she had been bitten. Now, in all your classic zombie movies, books, the only way to contract it is, oh, they got bit, we got to cut his arm off.
Yes.
Well, no. We kind of twisted that. Piper has no effect, so nobody knows. She becomes like a
she's
character.
like, yeah, she's like.
So, like, you could have a virus, the flu, and you get deathly ill, but you don't.
And by fucking Toby, she screwed everything up.
Yeah, so she bangs Toby. He gets sick, starts to transform, but she's smoking off a old red with
Which we all smoked out of. So
with
we're all
Duke,
kinda fucked.
and we're ripping boom. You know, I mean, it's a lot of stoner
And
humor.
here's Old Red, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's shout out.
For those of you that
let's
have
pull
read the
out,
comic-
let's pull all red to the front because this thing is
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Yeah, this is Duke's weapon of choice in the comic, and it used to be Toby's bong, and he got really bullshit that Duke put spikes through it.
Oh yeah.
But you know, being a contractor, he improvised and used his gutter spikes. You know, so then that's all in the comic. But to make a long story short, we end up turning. Because for those of you that read the comic know this, and anybody that's following us online and that has read the chapters knows this.
She's virgin, by the way, never been ripped.
Every time you pull it out, I want to smoke a fat bowl on it.
Well, I've been tempted so many times, but with what we want to do with it, it can't be used.
Well, eventually, you know,
So-
maybe those will be sold as a chain item. Maybe be able to sell them in bulk.
I'd like it to be.
thought
I'd
of.
like it to be just like this when I first beat somebody with it.
He's like,
get into
eventually I'd like to have a
that.
collection
Yeah, we'll get into that later.
if a zombie apocalypse really happens.
So, just real quick, because you asked,
Yes,
about the
finish
storyline and the
the,
plot, and I know we kind of keep getting off subject, but
okay.
it's
Try
all
that joint before. I don't know.
or the hash or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah,
We've got a
you
lot
know.
to talk about.
No.
Oh yeah, there's a
That
lot,
too.
but we
turn.
turn into zombies, you know, and you know, hence the weed smoking zombies.
We look like zombies, but we feel normal.
You know,
Yeah.
like the weed smoking
Because
zombies
we're
on there.
fucking high as fuck.
Yeah, because we've been
And it like
medicated.
kind of like
Yep.
rejected the the change.
The zombie-ism.
So we maintained our
Yeah.
brain, but we looked like fucking zombies.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Phenomenal.
and that's when we
That
come
is
to the
really
realization that, wait a minute. We may be able to reverse what just fucking happened. This apocalypse that just happened.
We created smart zombies.
Yeah. You
fight.
Well, we're not
try
very smart. So.
Yeah, the only thing that's ever really done that made
I
them
would
look like
disagree.
softies. What movie was that their heart like melted or whatever?
Warm Bodies or something because
Yeah.
he fell in
Yeah.
love.
Like, they're gonna smoke weed and they're gonna be better. They're gonna get
I
better.
mean, if you look at like the zombie genre from way back when,
Yeah.
I mean, it's all.
Dumb zombies that you can.
they're dumb
If we just do
zombies.
this, we'll outsmart them.
You do this, and it's brains. They just wanted brains. You know what I mean? They weren't going to
Yeah.
eat you. They're not going to bite your arm off. They want.
Yeah,
they
and
want
as
fucking
it
brains.
progressed through time,
And
over
things
the
started to
years,
change, and then all of a sudden, you got
They're fucking running and they
fucking
can climb
running
walls.
after you and shit.
it's like, wait a minute.
So the whole zombie genre has gone to like a level that I've never believed would happen.
Yeah.
And jumping into that, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the zombie genre literally owns TV right now. Like its number one TV show is a zombie
Really,
genre.
it took off.
But our biggest audience is fucking potheads,
Yeah.
cannabis people.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because
you
it's
guys
the
haven't
education.
really tapped
we're-
into that
we're-
zombie.
We're
audience
hooked up
quite
with the
yet.
Green Nurse
We
Group.
don't really. Go ahead.
And we donate money to the Green Nurse Group.
Yep.
With everything that we sell.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the
You
Green
know what I
Nurse
mean?
with much respect.
They're a non-profit organization based here in Massachusetts. And,
Hi, Sherry.
Hi, Sherry.
Hey, Stan.
They're they
Everybody else, sorry.
It's mostly like elderly
None of time.
and veterans and
Yeah.
people like that, and it's about pain and getting them off the opioids and all this kind
Yeah,
of stuff.
they do like a
You know what I mean?
complete
They're doing
holistic
a
healing.
phenomenal job.
Yeah, they're
the CBD
amazing people
oils
doing
and
amazing
everything
things.
that's
So we couldn't have
available
found
today,
a
so.
better nonprofit to jump on.
and
so
those
we're-
nowadays, those are hard to find.
You know,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
excited about
No,
that.
Yeah,
So
we're
that's
really excited
exciting.
about
We're
that.
excited about
I
that.
think things like that really kind of set you guys aside from even a lot of local businesses. Like a lot of local businesses aren't properly putting their work and effort into furthering the cannabis industry to making sure that everybody can get all the benefits out of it. You know what I mean?
You're absolutely right. I
So-
mean, we attended quite a few events up to date, and we can talk about those later. But most of the time that we see, most of the things we're seeing is 60% of these people that are jumping on this bandwagon, we'll call it. It's kind of like when your team wins, the World Series and the Super
Everybody
Bowl.
loves it now.
Everybody jumps on it.
Right.
Most of these people that are jumping into it, they're jumping into for self gain.
Yeah.
The profit.
Yeah.
How much can I sell? How much money can I make?
Yeah.
And we're not like that. I mean.
We
Money's great,
We want it to be
but-
successul.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We just want it to be successful, but we want to do it the right way.
Yeah, we want to get the word out.
You know
but,
what I mean?
But we also want to
And-
give back and help people.
You've been doing it for
Right.
so long already.
We'd like, yeah,
Doing the best you can.
yeah.
Well, right.
Yeah.
It's a struggle, but hey, you know what? I'm having fun.
Yeah.
It's an entrepreneurship.
And that's what it's all about.
You know-
If it goes and if it takes off, that's fantastic. If it doesn't, well, because if it takes off, we're helping a lot of people.
Yeah.
So has this entrepreneur venture, have you had any static, or has it been like a smooth time? Because I know, I've got
Smooth
something
time, yeah,
going
no.
on.
It's been about
There's
as
always
smooth
ups
as
and downs.
it's been about as smooth as dropping drawers and sitting on a cactus.
Wow.
Okay.
Pretty
That's
vivid
about-
image.
That's about it. Well, if you can understand that image,
Jeff's
then you
face
definitely
is like,
want the comic books
Why am I next
because
to you?
this is how my brain works, and I put it down
Well,
on paper. And
You'll definitely notice a lot of that humor in
Yeah.
So, what other things about the comic book kind of sets you guys aside from other comic books? Because if
We'll
you
touch-
look at,
we'll touch
if
back
you
on
think
your-
about
Yeah,
it,
we'll touch
in a
back
second.
on. Yeah. Well, the comic book
sorry,
is
I
us.
just completely.
Well, no, because you had asked that question first, and we kind of shifted off of that, and then Drew asked his question. But I do want us to touch on what sets us aside
Well,
on this.
well, because listening
the
to
comic
get-
book is different because the main characters are us.
Yeah.
And comic books just aren't like that.
Yeah, they might put themselves in a comic, but it'll be like a
Yeah.
far back character. In
Oh,
the
well,
You
background.
know what I mean?
or,
I mean, this
you
is
know,
up. This
it's-
is up
they're a
in your
dog.
face, right up front.
We
Yeah.
are the creators.
You know what I
this
mean?
is
It
us.
is.
Yeah. And this is
And I
us.
love it. I just.
I mean, as you
absolutely
can
love
see, you're sitting here and we're having a conversation. I'm unfortunately very unfiltered.
You know what I mean?
And if it comes into my head,
No,
And
it's
there's
not
a little,
unfortunate
there's
at
a
all.
little
It's required.
secret. All right, there's a little secret. I'm going to tell it now because whoever watches this, they're going to know this little secret. In the comic, there's pink bunnies. See if you can find it.
Yeah, I fucking love the bunnies. Don't mind me, I'm going off camera. I need my
So,
selfie.
what else makes your comic special? Because I know a few things about your comic.
Well, we took the two biggest things going and put them together. We went to a couple of Comic-Cons and talked to other artists, like some pretty big named artists.
Steve
and-
Levine from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, great guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So
Joe
specifically,
St. Pierre.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Joe St. Pierre is another one we talked to, and basically the response that we've got from these other artists is, you guys are fucking geniuses. Nobody's ever done this.
It's so original.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean that was another first. The other thing we ended up doing is today's comics are all the same. Glossy pages, yay. When
which
we
is
grew
probably
up,
what's causing the comic industry to kind of dip
well,
down
you know,
right now.
the comic
Right.
industry's been stagnant.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say stagnant. Well, yeah, I guess it
It
is
is.
stagnant.
It's stagnant
You know?
because it's the same old thing. It's redos of this and redos of that.
Yeah.
And here's a new cover for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know
It's
what
like
I mean?
right now the
Oh, we're
superhero
gonna get
movies.
that.
Well,
Gonna
yeah,
get that
yeah.
Superman. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
Superman,
It's
Batman,
the reprint of this
you know,
issue
the
with
Hulk.
a new cover.
Don't get
Yeah,
me wrong.
cool.
I love
You know,
all
I
the
grew
DC
up with those
comics.
comics.
I love, you know.
I grew up with those.
Yeah,
You know-
I mean, just looking at this print, it looks very different from what I'm used to seeing in comic books.
Well, we went old school.
Yep.
We went with the golden age of comics. So the size is it's 8x10.
It's an original 8x10.
You know what I mean?
You know?
The pages are done on bright white paper.
Yeah.
You can silly putty those pages and pull the image off like when you were a kid.
Just like when you were a kid. So we were just
You
trying
know
to
what I
bring
mean?
back some of the. I mean, and this is a
comic
premiere.
books lost their
Yeah.
their comic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
like there's nothing interactive with them, you know.
well,
like people
comic
want to
books-
be able to.
They're stiff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's all high gloss. I mean, to
Yeah.
me, that's not a comic book.
That's a
Right?
graphic novel. I think comic
You know
books
what I
have
mean?
kind of faded.
Not growing up with the old.
and they
DCs
become
and
more of
golden
graphic
age.
novels versus, you know, a legit comic book.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And we kind of try to bring that back with the premiere issue. You know, nobody's saying that later on we might not switch to the glossy pages because a lot of people like that.
I would prefer to offer either option.
Exactly, and that's what we would, you know, why
You
we
know,
decided
right.
to release it this way, premiere.
In the
Which
sense
kind
of
of
like
sets us
hardcover,
it
soft
sets us apart from a
thick,
lot of
thick
other
high
comic
gloss
book
pages. You know what I mean?
Definitely
creators.
sets you aside.
You know, it
Yeah.
sets us apart from
If you
comic.
put that on a shelf next to any other comic I've ever seen in my life, that sticks out a lot.
Well, yeah, and then you pick it up because you know it's rated mature. And
Yeah.
you know what I mean. You open up the first page, it says, you know, "What the fuck am I gonna do now? Get high."
Yep.
It's very right in your face.
Right.
It's
It's
in your face.
Yeah, you open it up, see the
Very
first
unfiltered.
page, you're like, cool, mine that.
Yeah, you know, and a lot of people buy it, you know, just because of what it is, what it's trying to do. You know, back to that whole
Like I said, you know,
education.
the majority of people
Yeah.
buying this comic are fucking stoners and cannabis people. We just did, you know, the Reliable Bud thing yesterday.
Yeah, the Maui Wowie
The
Luau.
Maui Wowie
Yeah,
Luau.
big
shout out to Reliable
Spencer, you know what I
Bud.
mean? Great
Yeah.
job, by the way.
I love
Chris.
seeing BYOC bring your own cannabis
You know what I
on,
mean?
on flyers. It
You
makes
know, but
me
we
so
were,
happy.
you know, we were hanging with the Green Nurse group, and you know, we sold a couple of comics, and you know, so we could get the money to the Green Nurse group and stuff. But it's stoners that are buying this shit.
Yeah, yeah,
they
and that's
believe in it.
Well,
They believe in
it's
the
because
cause.
it's
Nobody's doing it.
It's educating the industry.
You go to these
It really
places,
is.
and it's
Yeah.
everything cannabis
Yep.
Yeah.
in one book.
Yeah. You're like, what is this?
Like, that should be on a
so-
t-shirt.
It's like something to
You
read
know what I
in
mean?
case you
Yes, yeah, totally.
know. So, but that's kind of really what sets this apart from most any other comic book that's coming out right now.
Yeah.
Did
I
we
mean,
stay on cue and answer your question?
Yeah,
Okay.
all right. So you good now? You happy?
I'm happy.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, full smile, full smile.
Yeah.
Nice, nice.
I'm still stoned.
So
I'm always happy.
you keep looking outside. You need a fucking cigarette.
Yeah, I need to stop.
All right. We're gonna touch.
We're going to take a quick break,
Yeah.
and we'll be back shortly.
What are you doing? Are we ready?
We're ready.
We're good. Sorry, everybody, for
And
that.
we're back.
So we wanted to really touch upon a little bit more of the entrepreneurial aspects of this. Do you remember any time that was really like, yes, okay, this is we've got something here.
There
Do
was
you
there was
remember?
a couple of times. I'll tell you, there was a
Yeah.
couple of times because when the whole comic book idea came about, neither one of us knew anything about what we were doing. We started writing. He started writing. I do the editing. He writes.
Okay.
Well, no,
And
that's
we
not,
collaborate.
Yeah, it's a
You know what I mean?
collaboration because
But he does all the rough writing.
I might do some of the rough writing,
You know what I mean?
but like Jeff mentioned earlier,
He pokes his ideas in there.
you know, he'll be like, he'll look over my shoulder and go, you know what we need here? or he'll throw out, you know what would be a kick-ass weapon? And I'm like, fuck yeah, dude.
All red.
And then, that was all him. You know, the old red, and I'm like, dude, like, what the fuck? That's my favorite bong. Not anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
And that's all cliche stuff. And then, so,
you were talking about favorite moments, and you're just like going blah 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 blah.
he started this shit. All right, so favorite moments. Well, this thing's just about a year old now. It was like August of last year where we really started to put this thing out there. We started all our social media pages. So, you know, we've got the Facebook page. We got the group's Facebook page, which, you know, you guys are more than welcome to jump on. I think Adam is. You can too. But you can promote your shit there. It's an open page.
Okay.
Yep. But we've got Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr.
Where can they find you on Instagram?
The Toking Dead one.
And Twitter?
The Toking.
And then just search the Toking
And
Dead
Facebook,
on Facebook
is the Toking Dead. You'll see the banner. It says Still Toking Comics, which is our self-proclaimed
Still
comic.
talking comics.
Yeah.
Right.
And we'll have all the links to their pages.
You know,
right.
but that's the Facebook page and whatnot. So anyway, we started putting that out there. We were actually sitting here out on the deck.
But we had just gotten back from St. Lucia,
yeah.
because that's where the whole Toking Dead came about.
On the beach,
We were sitting on the beach in St.
It
Lucia.
was that aha moment.
That was an aha moment.
Yeah,
you know
it
what
most
I mean?
definitely was.
It most definitely was. And he just sat on the deck and what'd you do? Instagram it out?
Hold on. We're getting laughed at back there. That's fucked up.
Why are you laughing?
But see, that's the key right there. Laughter. See, they're laughing at us back there. Nobody
Those
can
are our
see
wives,
that.
by the way. Nobody can see that.
But that's what we're
Behind
all
the
about. We
scenes.
want to make
Behind
you
the
laugh.
scenes,
I want you to laugh so hard that you piss your pants.
Yeah, and they've been very supportive through this whole process because it's really, really
Even when they
crazy.
laugh at you.
Yeah. So anyway, the aha moment came in St. Lucia, like Jeff said, and then we came back. We were sitting out on the porch. We were you know, I think we just got back from dinner or something.
You tweeted it out or something.
You know, and I started an Instagram page that morning, and I took the idea with one of our rough drawn sketches, which is actually the back of the shirt that was drawn by a good friend of ours, Des Walsh. You know, but anyway, I threw it out there, and we were sitting there, and my phone started going ding, 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 37 times in less than 3 minutes, man. It was like, wait a minute, that's just not. That doesn't happen.
People were just loving the Token.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it just started going. Ding,
So,
ding, ding, ding,
of course, the next day it was the Facebook page came about, and we started doing that, and it was going boom, 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 boom.
What was that? What did that feel like?
It was like fucking boing.
Well,
you know what it was like, you know?
We
It releases dopamine.
We
in
felt
your
as
brain,
though
that's
we
similar
were
to
like
cocaine,
onto
they say.
something.
It released something, all right.
You know what I mean? At that point, we knew that we could be onto something here.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because it's just so different.
Yeah. So
you know, but Pinnacle Points decide you're going to do the comic book. Okay, we can write this.
Yeah, because we had already.
It had already been
stuff
started
down. You know what I mean? Things were already written.
Okay, so we can write this, but I mean, I can't draw a dead cat stick figure.
And I'm not too.
I'm not drawing a zombie. I can't do it. I could write all day.
You can see my artistic ability
so-
on our Facebook sister page under Sketchpad.
Right.
It's
so
worse than a stick
You're
figure.
drawing dicks everywhere.
We reached out
It was
to,
legit stick figures, brother.
on
Legit stick
social
figures.
media, and you know, a couple of people like, yeah, I'd be interested, and blah, you know. So we had this one guy did a great job. You know, his test was actually the cover.
Oh yeah, the artist. The
Okay.
artist. Yeah,
We sent 2 pictures to this guy. Well, one picture.
We sent one
It was,
picture.
it was Ben and I sitting at my picnic table up at the camp at the lake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just sitting there.
Yeah,
We sent
hence
him
the
that,
cover.
and that's the cover.
Yeah. You know, he altered it and put some stuff
You know.
in there for us, and
That was the test, and then we
liked
liked it. We came to
Yeah.
an agreement. We hired him, and you know, then the book was born, and that was that. That to me was a pinnacle moment.
Yeah,
because
it was.
as soon as I saw that picture and what he drew,
It wasn't just an idea anymore.
it
Well,
wasn't
yeah,
right.
yeah. You see
It became a reality, and I was like, wow, this is good.
Yeah.
and I like, and that's when we were like, yeah, because we're the characters in the book.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so that carries out throughout the entire thing, which is just really cool.
Yeah, it worked. It was a really a pinnacle moment there.
Right. It kind of went sour at the end. I'm not going to go into any, no details. About that.
We are looking for a new artist.
You know, we need a new artist.
Got to be able to do digital shit though.
Because
we like that type of artwork. Draw it on the iPad, alter it a little bit.
How should artists reach you? Through your Facebook, Instagram?
Yeah, we got Facebook, Instagram.
We got every social media page there is, including fucking MySpace.
Yeah, just look yeah, we have a MySpace.
I set up a fucking MySpace account. So we've got it all. Our email, whatever. However they want to reach out, they can reach out to us personally. Sometimes I accept you, sometimes I don't.
Easiest way, just look us up on Facebook and send us a message.
Yeah.
Send your portfolio.
Yeah. Well, no, just send us a message that you're interested.
We'll go look at your portfolio.
Yep. If we're interested, we'll give you a test, and then we can work it out from there. Right. We don't mind.
Right.
We're not greedy people, as you can see. We like the nonprofit and all that.
Your interview is a drawing, basically.
Another pinnacle point was
put something together.
The day that it went to print.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
I remember seeing that on Instagram Live.
Yeah. We went live. GDI locally here did the print for us. They gave us a hell of a deal. Great fucking bunch of people. I got a family member that works there, but he's actually in the comic. He's the zombie that takes the bullet to the head.
Okay,
so
that's awesome.
Cameo.
That was kind of his thank you.
Thanks, man. We'll shoot you.
There's an arm. It's just an arm. But we gave credit to the dude whose arm it is.
Another buddy of mine. Another buddy of mine that's a comic. He's a comic lover.
So it's like, it's his arm.
Yeah. So I took a picture of his arm. I'm like, I need your arm. He goes, for what? I said, just trust me. So when the comic came out,
it's that organic feel that makes this, really sets this apart.
Yeah. And we had a ball. We just had a ball.
Yeah, we had a good time with it. And being able to go in and watch this come to life in the print, because they're like taking handfuls and throwing it in the trash. I'm like, well, what are you doing? He's like, oh, it's not ready yet. I'm like, fucking A.
Right. They're showing
that's going to be worth money.
They're showing us the
uncut
samples
sheets and stuff.
Giving us the little scope and see how the colors aren't quite aligned. And with the little scope, you can see it.
Yeah.
And then you look at the picture and it's slightly off, so it's blurry. And,
but
watching that, just watching the whole process was cool.
Yep. And then giving back to people, what we did is, and this was a complete surprise to all of them, we had GDI stop. Everybody in GDI stopped, except for the press. They had to keep running. There was like 7 guys on it. But we pulled everybody in the binding room, the owners, everybody out, and we did a fucking live signing. And gave everybody their copies.
Yeah. Right. I think I had a copy. My copy's signed, I'm pretty sure.
Well, your copy, I made you pay for.
Yeah.
But no, GD, like I said, it was because they did such a great job, and they allowed us to be there to see that pinnacle moment, as you called it, come to life.
It was 3 months late, but
it was 3 months late, but shit happens in California, I guess.
It's an obstacle.
It's an obstacle, and to be honest with you, it's a lesson learned in the fact that you have to be able to adjust.
Hire an artist as closest, so if he fucks up,
if you can't adjust to the situation and be able to come out at the end. I mean, this almost didn't happen because of what was going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
that was
in a way you've got to become a different kind of a person to work it and make sure that it gets done.
Yeah, the entrepreneurial mindset.
You see what I mean?
You don't give up.
Right.
Oh no,
so
you can't.
This didn't just come out easy.
Sit down after setbacks.
No,
you
absolutely.
Truck through.
Yeah, I mean,
especially when you start feeling like after you get your first one, the first drawing done, then you get the first, comic printed out. Now you're at like a high. And everything.
Well, the way it went down was like, I'd get a page.
Yeah.
We'd get some rough sketches, and and that was a whole cool aspect of what was going on too. Because it was all brand new to me and to Ben.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What do you think of this and the cell layouts? And we gave him all the information.
Yeah, like put my fucking chucks on.
Cell 1, cell 2. This is what Toby says. This is what Duke says, and blah 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 blah. But we left the artistic freedom up to him.
Yeah. But touching back to the obstacles, I mean, there was quite a few obstacles with getting the comic out. Like Jeff said, it almost didn't happen. We're grateful that it did. We're grateful for the work that he did.
Right.
He did a great job.
Right.
He did do a good job.
He unfortunately
he did a fantastic job.
Things just didn't work out.
It just
didn't work out.
No, it didn't work
We
out.
wish him the best, and
That happens a
in
lot.
his endeavors later in life.
Artists, different forms of art collaborating together.
Yeah.
It's very hard to
It
find
is. It's difficult.
people that all mesh
They-
together.
Right. It's like trying to find a band, 4 people,
Yeah.
put them together.
Yeah.
Seriously.
How many
Because-
times are you gonna change your drummer? Just,
Right.
the drummer's like the
Right.
artist of the
Bassist
band.
says,
You know?
"Oh, fuck you, I'm out of here." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not easy, but
So, some pretty cool pinnacles, and is that what you
A
said?
lot of good highs.
A lot of good highs.
a lot of good
Yeah.
highs.
The
Yeah.
moments
Fun
that
and
really
It's not
stand.
like the weed back in the '90s, you know.
Yeah, the highs are better now.
Yeah.
Right. So of course we're seeing what's going on, and we're like, okay, well, it was Des actually suggested it.
Yeah,
Okay,
our friend Des.
to trademark. You should trademark the Toking Dead.
Yeah, so somebody can't swoop in and steal your
Right,
shit.
exactly.
It's a good idea.
You guys have been accepted for that now, right?
Well,
So, you
here's
want
how
to
it
talk
went
about
down, right?
obstacles.
Here's how
Here comes the cactus.
Here's how it goes down, right? So you apply, and it says you'll get a response in 6 months.
Yeah, whenever the government wants to get off their ass.
You know what I mean? It's like 6 months or something like
To
that.
say yay or nay.
Yeah, they say yay or nay.
Right, to review it and do whatever they're
yeah.
gonna do.
So you
but
do
in
your
about
application.
4 months, 5 months, we received an action.
Oh no. You mean like when we first applied?
No, afterwards.
Yeah, it was. Only
I'm going through the trademark.
Yeah, it was two. You're talking about the letters.
No, not when we got the letters. I'm talking about when the trademark contacted us and wanted to know if we were selling weed.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It was
the
about
licenses?
4 months in.
You have the license just to sell weed, and you're like,
Well, no,
we're not selling weed.
it was like,
Right,
we got to ask this
Yeah.
question: are you going to be handling any actual?
Yeah, this is
products?
like if
we're like, no,
products
no,
according
no.
to Massachusetts federal laws and
Yeah,
blah blah blah
yeah.
blah blah.
Wow.
And it's
So-
like no, but to try and figure out how to submit our answer through their system.
Oh, it was a fucking nightmare.
Oh my god,
It was a nightmare.
What was it like?
It was a fucking nightmare.
it was a nightmare because
Oh yeah.
What was
we
the
had to,
process?
he actually called them.
I
up.
had to call them and actually have the lady on the phone with me. And she's like, "Oh yeah, we don't have an option for that." I'm like, "Well, what the fuck?
What am I supposed
Are
to
you
do
fucking
then?"
serious right now?" So she walked me through it. It took about 20 minutes, but we submitted our answer. It's like, no, we're not selling weed. We're selling merchandise. We're educating through adult humor, the medicinal aspects. Different avenue.
Right.
Everybody else is selling weed. We want a different avenue into this. You know what I mean?
Right.
And obstacle number 1.
Right.
Or number 12 or
Yeah.
however you
Actually,
want to view it.
I went out of order.
That one's-
I went out of order, but I went out of order on purpose.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, because you threw me for a fucking loop.
Yeah, I know.
Wait,
Sing.
So
Yeah.
do you want to backtrack?
Yeah, we got to go back. Okay,
we do.
Go back to
It gets
It was,
serious.
it was actually right about this time, August 14th.
It was the end of
16th?
August. Oh, well, when we applied.
When we applied.
Yeah, it was August teens somewhere.
Okay. So August teens,
Yeah.
first week of September, we receive a letter.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did it say?
I can't go into details about what it said, but it was from AMC, telling
Yeah.
us
Wow.
The lawyers,
basically stop.
AMC's lawyers. Yeah.
to basically stop.
Yeah. To basically,
Halt this project.
Yeah. Just
Yes.
just abolish everything right now.
Right, give it up. You have 10 days to respond.
Yeah. So we responded very politely
It was
the first time.
Well, we responded with it's not the trademark's already applied for.
Yeah.
Let's
see what they say.
Just
We'll
'cause
wait.
our
We'll
name
wait
is the
until
Toking
they
Dead.
answer.
Yeah. If they say that
If
there's
they say we
something
can't
wrong,
have it, then whatever.
Then,
we didn't
yeah,
go into
great.
details. We'll just wait for the result of it from the USPTO.
Yeah.
Right.
So then we received
all.
a second letter from them,
Right, giving
a little
us
bit
5 days
a little
to
bit more
respond.
aggressive,
More aggressive.
a little
yeah.
bit more threatening. I think. At
What's
least
the-
that's how we took it.
I took it.
We
as
took it
threatening.
threatening.
Yeah.
We'll leave it at that for right now. But then we responded with
We responded in kind.
yeah.
It took about it took about a week and a half for me to write that letter.
Yeah. It took about a week and a half. Something like
Okay.
that.
So you want to make sure it's just the right amount
Okay.
of
Well,
fuck you, and I'm just,
Well,
I'm just
no,
kidding.
I wanted to. I was very polite. I
Yeah.
appreciated their
That's good.
position.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But I'm sorry. It's not up to you to decide.
Yeah. Yeah, we left it in basically the trademark
I mean?
commission hands.
Yep.
Thank you. I mean, we may or may not
You're very professional
respond.
about it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We told them,
Very
any
Thanks for taking
any
notice to our
further
amazing comic.
correspondence
We
this way.
appreciate it.
Well, yeah,
may get a response.
and I want to go that route for
Yeah.
a second too, because
What route are we going? I missed that.
okay.
I said thank you. I said I would have texted back like, "Hey, thank you for
What
noticing our amazing comic."
what that did was
Lit a
that put a fire
Oh,
right under
yeah.
our ass.
Oh, yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
we just got were noticed by AMC.
Yeah.
So that's big to us.
That's huge.
Okay.
Well, yeah,
It was bad news getting the letters, but it's
course.
like, hey,
Yeah.
I mean, so
Somebody saw.
If-
Somebody
if
was like,
somebody's
"Wait, we need
noticing
to shut
what
this
we're
down."
What's happening?
you know
Yeah.
what I mean. And in that situation, it's like, yeah, let's go.
We
So
just
that
responded,
was
it
it was kind of
fuel.
It was a frustrating but exciting time.
After you really like delve into it,
You know
you're
what I
like,
mean?
"This is amazing." We're-
Because
this is-
it sounds like to me from the basic, it's like they've got no traction.
Yeah.
Well, no, and we didn't believe so at the time either, and we still believe that to this day.
Right.
So we, like I said, we responded in kind, very politely. You got to be professional,
Right.
Even though you'd like to tell
You are
somebody
a
where to
brand,
go
right.
and how to get there,
Right.
you can do
And
that
we
in a nice
and
way.
we didn't hear anything.
So we heard
We heard
nothing.
nothing.
We checked the trademark status constantly.
Yeah.
And I believe the comic had come out. And
End of May.
End
End of May. We
the end
got
of
the
May,
letter
we
that
received the letter, or
the
the
trademark
email.
was going to publication
Yep.
in the Gazette in New York.
which means that it's been accepted.
Wow, man!
And-
You're just
and-
jumping in on all this.
Well, we're jumping back and forth,
What the
man.
fuck? You won't shut the fuck up.
Drink your water, bitch. So anyway, they post it in the Gazette, which means it officially is yours, but unofficially is yours. Which they open it up for opposition for 30 days. And if nobody comes
He
up,
can't explain shit right.
All
That's
right.
the problem.
it's all you. Go ahead.
So they
Notice of opposition
They
to you.
responded the acceptance or
No.
it's impending or
The way it
I'm not
works
sure
is
what-
it made it through the USPTO.
okay.
That everything was good.
That everything was good. Then it gets published in this. It's called the Gazette in New York. And
So it's like a preview
and
of what's
it's
coming out.
company. People have 30 days to oppose it.
Anyone.
Anyone.
Yeah, like you could oppose it just because it offended you. Doesn't mean
you
you're going to win.
Whatever. I mean,
You know.
it doesn't happen all that often.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so they decided to file an opposition.
Well, actually, it was Robert Kirkman,
It's
LLC.
Robert Kirkman. AMC did not file.
Yeah.
Robert Kirkman LLC filed an opposition.
Who's that?
The
creator
creator of The
Creator
Walking Dead.
yes.
Okay.
Right.
We don't even know if he knows about the opposition because it was from his attorneys. So basically, when you have a trademark, you get contacted by all these attorneys that want to protect your trademark. Basically, they're taking your fucking money.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they're trying to protect their trademark by saying that, we're doing shit we shouldn't be.
They have every right to try to protect their trademark.
Yep.
Okay. The manners that it's going through and the tone of the whole thing is kind of what irks me a little bit. Their opposition is that the biggest one that got my goat was that they're saying we're going to tarnish their reputation because our zombies smoke weed and marijuana is illegal federally in the United States.
Really?
I mean, really? Come on, you can't come up with something better than that.
snorted live for you people. Oh, shit.
Right? I mean, it got my goat. It's like, come on. We're going to confuse people? Oh, Walking Dead and the Toking Dead?
Sounds like a scare
big
tactic.
fucking pot
It
leaf?
sounds like a scare tactic.
So,
You guys
okay,
don't have to
whatever.
confirm or deny
We'll
that,
deal
but
with
that's
Yeah.
it.
So
We'll deal with it.
that's
We had to file a response to the letter. We got contacted by attorneys. I talked to a few. It's like, well, it's a $2,000 retainer, and this could run for a couple of years and be 60 to 80 grand. And it's like, that ain't fucking happening.
no.
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
I pulled that out of my ass.
No, so we decided that we're just going to do this on our own.
Yeah.
There's people that we talk to. We have people that we can talk to and get advice and this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? But we wrote our own response. You know, but we have the right to do that.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, did we do it correctly? Was it all lawyer jargon and all this kind of bullshit?
No, it's simple to the point.
I threw some crap in there, you know, at the beginning about
it was written with brevity.
Trademark and, you know, according to the Lanham Act.
He's on like synonym.com looking for bigger words.
You know, I'm like, this is perfect. And I copy and, you know, paste it and edit it a little bit. You know, because I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'll throw some Lanham Acts out just because it sounds cool.
Right.
And I know that, and I know it has something to do with what was being written, and what they're saying. Seriously, you know, because that's what they threw at us. You can't do this, and you can't do that, and you know, locking up trademarks, and you know, in our opinion, and what we firmly believe, based on what we've done as far as research goes,
Which is a shit ton of fucking research.
You know, I've done a lot of research on this. Okay. In the USPTO, you can search for every trademark possible. You just go there and do it.
Yeah, it's all public information, just like all this.
So, in searching with the Toking Dead, and after we got the letters, and now we got to respond to stuff. I'm doing research, you know, and I'm you know, I pull up the list. I put, you know, like the blank dead, and I got hundreds of things.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean, hundreds.
Of course, because
you know, but there was a whole bunch of them that were just like abandoned. You know what I mean? The golfing dead, the running dead.
You start noticing a trend.
You know, the dancing, you know, the swimming dead. You know, and it's like, why are all these abandoned? And the first thought that popped into my head was, well, what I believe is that they're doing the same thing to all of these people, and they're trying to like kind of monopolize that whole blank dead thing.
Yeah.
And whatever, you know, I mean, but hey, good luck. I mean, we reserve the right to fight for our.
Sounds to me like they're reaching a little bit. You know, like they want to own the copyright on zombies, which I don't think anybody.
Well,
but that sounds like the first thing they went after. Now they're trying to pick at like the name a little bit, I guess.
But they're saying, you know, we're trying to ride on their coattails.
Yeah. Right.
You know, I mean, I can't get into details, and I don't want to say something that I shouldn't say.
But in other words, basically, they're trying to be like, "Hey, shut it down,"
and you're not going anywhere.
Well, we get stagnant for a while. We sat back and we're like, "Okay, we have to." And I'm getting confused because of what are you guys doing?
Alexa just said take your diddle.
Wait, Alexa said what?
Alexa just said take your diddle.
Take your diddle?
You must need to take your pill.
That's fitting my wife.
Sorry, but anyway, so
I want to be able to go, hey Alexa, read me the new Toking Dead comic.
Okay, so anyway, you know, if you want to read up on it, just go to the USPTO website and just look up the Toking Dead.
Yeah, it's all
you know what I mean.
Stop, Alexa.
You'll see.
Sorry, I got Alexa going.
You'll see a thing that'll say like oppositions and all of these little things. You know, it's there. Just read it all. You can read what they said, but don't tell me my zombies can't smoke weed.
Right.
You know, I have a serious problem.
Don't censor my zombies, damn it.
I have a problem with that.
I don't censor.
Aren't you thirsty yet?
The example they used was the coffee cup.
Yeah.
What'd they say about it?
They used that picture of
Which
me
is
and Ben.
it's a picture of us. And they said that's going to tarnish their reputation.
Right, with the slogan of weed smoking zombies.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, there's been a bunch of different aspects that they try to come at us with. First, it was trademark infringement. We proved that wrong because
It can't be infringement if it went through the USPTO.
Yeah, basically.
It wouldn't have been out for publication.
And then it was tarnishment and dilution, which is just another avenue, you know. And if we win that, I'm sure they'll come at us with something else.
Tarnishment. What am I tarnishing the zombie genre?
Cool.
Because mine gets stoned?
Well, I feel like those are kind of like if you really had to do something about it. Like if somehow, I'm trying to watch my words too. If somehow they are able to actually push forward with their agenda and get what they want, there's a few minor changes you guys could make that could
Oh,
shut
yeah.
everything
Dude,
they're doing down.
dude.
Like,
Oh,
just
we've
taking
already
the
been-
pot
Dude,
leaf
the
out of the
backup-
Toking
the backup-
Dead,
the
taking the
backup-
weed
no,
smoking
already-
zombies. Like,
No, we've already
It's
got.
already figured out.
We've already
yeah,
got
exactly.
implemented plans.
Good.
We're not
So-
going anywhere.
No,
Good. That's what I
No.
want to hear.
Yeah, we're not
Oh
going anywhere.
no, no. There might be
This
a
is
slight
just
tweak.
this is just that we want the Toking Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I
And it's a
mean,
part of the point.
well, it is.
It is part of the point.
It is.
You
It's
know what I mean?
it's part of the biggest point.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Um,
But what's the problem? You got Star Wars, you got Star Trek.
Yes.
Two different things. They're both about space.
Yeah.
Big fucking deal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just let people live.
Get 'em, you're gonna get them confused. Yeah, my wife does. It's just a space thing. She don't give a shit. Right? Some people don't care about zombie movies and shit. What
Yeah.
the fuck? Everybody's confused anyway.
Yeah, there's a zombie series on Netflix that people love to watch over, The Walking Dead too. Like people have different preferences too within the zombie genre.
Oh,
Just,
absolutely.
Like,
Well, of
let
course,
them live.
absolutely.
Like this, I think it's a brilliant thing because when I think about a lot of the core base of zombie movies, they're stoners. I would say all my stoner friends that I know like watch zombie movies.
stuff.
well, yeah,
TV
because you're
shows.
sitting on the couch after you smoke that indica, and you're like,
Munchies.
I get the munchies.
I can't wait to.
But nobody put it together.
I can't wait to watch a Toking Dead cartoon.
Yeah, yeah.
I would love.
We got to get
do
that
a
out to like
cartoon.
what's it? Gray Point,
Great point.
which is Seth Rogen. Fucking,
Okay.
be like,
Yeah,
dude, you've got to check because he's a fucking stoner, man.
yeah.
Somebody referred to him in a show I watched as a great combination of Beavis and Butthead all in one, and he agreed. And then I looked at him and went, "Fuck, they were right.
Yeah.
He's a stoner." But something like this as a cartoon, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
It'd be like,
I could see the idea in my head when I
Yeah.
picture a cartoon. I could definitely picture it on Adult Swim and everything.
Yeah.
oh god,
Oh, yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
best way to catch the message.
Right.
yeah,
Send the message
yeah.
out.
You know?
I just love that you guys, have put a ton of skin into the game throughout the years to lead you to this point. Because, like, maybe when you were a kid, when you were younger, getting first into, like, your entrepreneurship, you would have been like, oh, man, it's been scared away a little bit. Maybe, without going through all the other things you've been through within entrepreneurship. Now you're
Yeah.
older, you've kind of put your roots in the ground, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
of your entrepreneurship.
Well, I will say that I'm a lot more stubborn, a lot more demanding,
but,
and I expect certain things,
yes,
but
exactly.
not necessarily out of others.
Exactly. It's like a common
what I mean?
respect thing. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
This works well. I do what I do.
Yeah.
He does what he does.
we both
He
have
does
our
all the
strong
social
points.
media. Instagram. What are you kidding me? I don't use fucking Instagram.
man,
You
I
know
have
what I
so
mean?
many tips for
But
you
we
guys
need
for Instagram.
we need artwork. We need
Yeah.
he's
Takes a
like,
team.
I need a
Takes a
picture
village.
like this.
Well, yeah, it does.
Dude,
So-
Instagram, like if you guys built a following there, you'd probably
Well,
be
he's
able to
got
run
the
a
Instagram.
contest.
He just
for-
runs it.
Yeah,
But I mean, like really ran it hard. Like we're doing
Well-
some things. Like, have you guys ever heard of Gary Vaynerchuk? He has this method on Instagram called $1.80, where basically you find like 10 hashtags that are to do with your brand, and then you comment on 9 of the top posts for that hashtag on Instagram. So like if you look up hashtag comics, hashtag zombies, hashtag cannabis,
Yeah.
you're looking through those
Yeah.
posts and you're just like, oh, I love this post, it's really cool, and you're doing that 90 times a day, basically 10 topics. 9
Okay,
posts.
so I'll tell you what. Why don't you take care of that for me?
Yeah.
Because when when somebody's sitting
Yeah,
home hashtagging 90 times a day, it tells me the motherfucker ain't working 80 hours a week. So no, I understand where you're going with that, and I do as
I
much as I
schedule
can.
it into my day now. I mean, if
yeah, well,
we could probably talk. We could
You
talk
know,
because I'm trying to build some brands.
If
I don't do that shit. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
if
You
I
wanna-
schedule
you
anything
want a
else
nice
in my
picture to
day,
put on
I
the
bet
page
you I
of
could
the
build
page.
I
you
have
guys
a
are
feeling
brand
that
up crazy.
this topic, what's happening right now, is so big that we wouldn't even you guys don't even need to do that, right? It's already just by getting it out there and
It's
doing-
it's moving.
doing
It's
these,
moving itself.
building
and-
awareness.
it's networking.
Exactly right.
So everybody knows we're just getting ready to start releasing the full chapters for.
The second
Right,
comic.
because that one was just
Yeah.
the premiere issue, right?
Right.
Like,
Well,
this is
yeah.
the Toking Dead.
Right.
Welcome to us. You
Yeah,
know.
Right.
like on our Facebook page, you
Right.
can read the first 10 chapters of the actual book.
Right.
That's in the process, because we are in the process of a hardcover book deal.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So we're starting now to release the second comic writing, but in book form of the next
Like a graphic novel style book? Or?
Didn't I just say that?
Just like a hardcover book.
I don't know. We've talked about so much that I don't know if we said that already.
Did you say that?
Yeah, I
don't know.
just said that.
I wasn't listening.
I just said it, but I said it in a 20th of the time and much more clearer.
Oh, I keep looking down. I'm going to waste some time, so I just wanted to stretch it out.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I think this has been
You know.
phenomenal. You know, I think you
So
guys is,
even though we're in a battle right now, you
Yeah.
follow it on our Facebook page,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
we're going to do what we can to protect what we think is right.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It is what it is, and the outcome will be what the outcome is. But we're not going away.
No.
I love hearing that. That's like my favorite
Yeah.
part of this. We're not going away.
No. No.
That's the attitude you got to have basically in any like.
If we win,
entrepreneur
we'll be
venture.
who we are. If we don't, well,
We'll
you'll
be
know
who
who
we
we're
are.
going to be,
Yeah,
and everybody else will know it too.
Yep. Absolutely.
absolutely.
So.
Anything else you want to ask us?
What a story! I love this.
He hasn't,
so
he hasn't asked as much. He's just been like, what?
Yeah.
Just riding along, listening
Holy
to
shit.
this amazing
Yep.
thing.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, it is what it is.
Questions?
As well, just real quick, as far as networking goes, I mean, like I touched real quick on networking. We've been networking with a lot of great companies, such as Reliable Bud, Green Earth Group, Josue,
Yes,
known
yeah,
as Sway from Diff, Sensi Magazine.
Yeah.
That's huge right now.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. We went to
Yeah,
the Sensi Magazine launch party.
So
Our buddy's up at. Actually, I was just talking to him up at Grow Smart in Randolph.
yeah.
We just interviewed him. That was
Who'd
our
you
first
interview?
John.
John.
One of the Johns. I mean, there's
All
two
right.
Johns, but it's
Yeah.
the John that's like always there, the one that doesn't spend majority time in Maine.
Oh, we got all their pictures.
yeah.
All these guys,
Yeah.
from Grow Smart and
Grow Smart's one of my main places I go for all my soil and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They put me onto the nutrients I
great
use.
guys. They're great guys.
Love it.
We meet.
Great interview too.
We've
Yeah.
met a lot of really, really cool people
Yeah,
in all different aspects of the cannabis industry.
Yeah.
But everybody's main goal that we're finding right now is, the medicinal education, educate these people,
Yeah.
get them the products that help
They want
them.
the commission to get off their ass and get something done.
Yeah,
You
the
know?
two things I'm hearing in the cannabis industry is that, and then just trying to take the control away from the rich people a little bit, because I feel like everything's so expensive that they're just like undercutting all us small people and kind of getting to the cake before we can. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
By using money
Well,
and connections.
based on what I saw yesterday, there's a lot of people that are, jumping into the cannabis
Exactly.
industry. Okay, it's going to be a big, big business.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
there
ain't no
it's a green
stopping
rush,
it.
and it's slowly building.
There's no
and it's gonna-
stopping it. There's no
boom.
stopping it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when again, we wanted to be a part of that.
Yep. You are.
You
a
know
part
what I
of
mean?
it.
Well, yeah.
I didn't want
Accept
to grow
it.
weed. I didn't want to, I didn't know. So we, the comic
your
book
own
puts us
spin.
in it.
Well, the comic
Which is
book, the
just cool.
merchandise,
Right.
Yeah, you
But-
gotta learn how to
but-
grow a little bit. So if somebody's like, "You guys grow weed in your comic," but what do you know about
No,
it?
you saw
that's
it
the-
through the window.
that's-
I
Yeah.
grow my weed.
First part of this interview, that big plant that you all saw in the back, that's
Yeah.
at least 2 feet bigger than me. Like,
yeah, I mean, the real key, like we keep saying, is education.
Yeah.
Educate people properly.
There's
so
a
that
stigma.
They,
There's a
yeah,
stigma.
there is. There really
yeah,
is.
the
You know,
stigma.
yeah.
Like I was seeing commercials before we
And if you
when we
can
were
read
voting,
that book and laugh about it, maybe it'll help get rid of that stigma.
and I think that
everything.
definitely helps because
You know.
I was seeing commercials when we were first voting to legalize back in November when we were voting for president and everything too, and I'm seeing commercials of kids looking
wonder what
in
he thought of the
windows
coffee.
like, "Oh
Yeah.
my God, look at all these weed jars!"
yeah,
And the mother being like, "Oh my God, I can't believe my kid sees this." And then another one where like
They don't go up to the liquor store and say, "Look at all the baby bottles."
well, it's not even like that because you have to go into a room that's like blocked off from everything, and then you check in with your license and you know what I mean. Like there's so many
Oh yeah,
steps.
no.
They're just lying about it, and
Yeah.
the stigma right now that's going around with the smoking weed is equivalent to drinking a bottle of whiskey. Like no,
It's a house
it's
of
not.
cards.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
and that's really clear, and everyone looking in, can see that stigma is falling apart.
It is, and it's falling apart fast.
My,
is.
my point is, okay, so you don't like it, fine. I mean, that's your right. That's your prerogative.
Yeah.
But don't tell me I can't.
Literally, all my friends that don't like it are just like, I just want it to be legalized so everybody can shut up. And I'm like,
Well, it's not
looking
even
at-
that. I mean, on all aspects, on all levels, on both sides of the coin, whether it's the recreational side or the medicinal side of it, you have people that are in their teens. We saw people yesterday that were in their 70s and 80s.
Yeah. Yeah.
oh, yeah.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah.
It's such a huge spectrum. You know what I mean?
You know, I wish I could talk to somebody that, because we made, in Massachusetts, fun fact, did you know it was the first state to make weed illegal? 1907?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pricks.
Yeah, pricks. Makes sense why there's so much of the stigma still here.
Yeah. So,
But I want to talk to somebody that was like 120 years old. I want to see what it was like before 1907 when they made it illegal. When it was like, oh, you need some Tylenol? Here's some cannabis and some cocaine. Like,
Years ago, it was used for all kinds of stuff.
oh yeah.
oh god, yeah.
They used it in paper. Did you know? Like, it was also the first dollar bill was printed on hemp.
Yeah.
They used to have people planted in their backyards because they built all the houses and everything with it too.
Well, it was used for everything.
It was a main part of our
And it
infrastructure
was,
as a
you know,
country.
in my opinion, it was big business. It
Yeah.
was,
Yeah.
your oil tycoons and then the pharmaceutical companies came in.
Yeah.
And they're like, this plant's bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And whatever they had
Reefer
to do.
madness.
You know what I mean? Yeah, reefer madness. Oh no.
Let's
okay,
call it
this is
marijuana
illegal
because
now.
it sounds
You know
Mexican.
what I mean?
Like,
So now
that's
we're using
Ugh.
gasoline and we're using oil and we're using trees for paper. We're using this
Yeah.
plant can just do it.
In
You know what I mean? There's a guy that built an airplane out of hemp.
And a hemp plant grows so much faster than
Yet.
a tree does.
Right.
Yet
And
they
you-
say that this is tainting
Yeah.
an image.
Yeah.
I think it's gold plated.
If anything, it
Go
should
to
be enhancing
Google.
an
Just
image.
go to Google and
Yeah.
type in what is the most versatile plant on the planet.
Oh yeah, we
And
can
it
fuel
will
our
tell you
cars
it's
with it.
cannabis sativa.
Yep.
It's the number one answer.
You can
Yeah.
literally do everything
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can't do.
Right.
Like, I fully believe it's the cure for cancer.
Right.
I'll put that fully on record. I don't care.
You don't even have to. I mean,
It's already on record. A
lot of people deny it.
I've
Darren
watched
Miller.
interviews. Darren Miller.
the Darren Miller story. If you
know,
haven't
look
seen
up the
that,
Darren Miller story.
look it up.
If you listen to
Fantastic.
people like Steven Crowder and
documentary.
all the right
It's-
wing
well,
people, they're
he's
like,
done a
well, it
shitload of
doesn't, it
interviews,
doesn't actually cure
but
it. Like, they want to reach into
he
this,
can.
this
You got to
semantics
watch
Yeah,
it.
but
of
yeah,
it.
It's so hard to explain, but it's really
Rick
not.
Simpson oil, tell me that shit don't work.
That's what it was.
Right.
The Rick Simpson oil. This guy had was it MS and cancer,
He had stage 4 lung cancer.
stage 4 lung cancer.
Stage
that's
4
what it
lung
was.
cancer.
Um,
Yeah.
cured it.
Most
Yeah.
people, that's terminal.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, they
Like
cured it.
99% of
Yeah,
people
but you're
terminal.
toast, man.
Just look up his story and watch it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, you can look
he's
it up.
living proof that this
Rick Simpson's a
this
pioneer.
is the future. This is going to put big farm in their place, which needs to be done.
You know what's funny is I'm hearing about Rick Simpson is he's from Canada, right?
Yeah.
And it wasn't legal up there, so he moved down here to work on his oil, the RSO.
Yeah.
So now that it's legal in Canada, the tables have turned, and now they're trying to offer him money to come back, and he doesn't want to.
Well, that's cool.
So that's what I heard at least.
But
I don't
yeah,
know how true that
yeah,
is, but
I mean,
that's what I love about cannabis pioneers is like everybody I talk to, nobody wants to sell out.
No.
Big tobacco is like
No.
hungry to get it. The Philip Morrises are like, we're gonna buy out the cannabis industry, and I'm seeing everybody like just buckling down. Like, nope, it's not happening.
yeah.
No.
Yep.
I
So what's
love it.
next? What's immediately next? I heard a couple events
Oh yeah, yeah.
coming up.
Yeah, actually, we do.
You're doing so good at talking tonight. I'll let you take over some more.
I thought we were doing pretty good. Yeah.
I think it's phenomenal.
I'm loving this. Yeah.
Yeah. In case anybody has a
September 8th and 9th, we'll be in Manchester, New Hampshire at the Granite City Con.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. And October.
something. There's
You
the old
You can
guy.
look it up
14th
online,
or-
Granite City Con, definitely.
Yeah.
Because there's probably multiple dates.
Well, no, that's
3 days in a
September
weekend.
8th and 9th is the Granite City
Yeah,
Con.
September 8th and 9th is
October 13th and 14th, or somewhere right around, is
Super Mega Fest
Super Mega Fest in Framingham.
that we're doing.
So we'll
So
be in
yeah,
that too.
yeah. I mean, those are the two
Yeah.
cons. Our first two actual Comic Cons we're getting into.
Yeah.
We're still trying to feel out that whole industry. Are we going to do better at a Comic Con with trying to get our word out, or are we going to do better at
so
Freedom
far
Rally?
it's been
I
the
think-
cannabis industry.
Yeah.
Looking into
Those are
like,
the
keep
people that
running.
are eating this up.
Stoner and Doomfest.
right, but the more
right.
the more ways you get
You
out,
know,
the
so-
better.
Well, yeah,
It's
because
head
it's
shops. It's
That's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
You gotta try things out. And that's
Yeah, I
how
mean, right
you
now
strike
we're-
well,
it.
right. I mean, we're in a couple of stores now. We're in
Verdant
the
Boutique.
Silver City Galleria, the Verdant Boutique.
which is
Right.
kind of like a earthy store. It's all about
Right.
nature, holistics,
Totally.
weed, of
So
course.
he
or
carries
hemp.
the hats, the shirts, the comics.
Yeah.
He carries all the stuff.
We're in tattoo parlors.
Can people get it directly from you?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
absolutely. There's a link right on our page.
Yeah. Or you can just look us up on Etsy.
Well, yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay.
The link
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
on our page.
Yep. But either way,
I want them to go to the page.
there's always
Like
more
the
than one way to
page.
get
Yeah.
there.
Moral of the story: follow
page.
them on Instagram and every page.
That's right.
Let's
Tell
get their
your
following
friends
count.
about us.
How many
Yeah,
followers
yeah,
do you have
we'll
right
be
now?
there.
Oh, I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
It
On
fluctuates.
Instagram, I have no
Oh
idea.
yeah, it fluctuates. It goes up and down. You know what I mean?
I have no idea because I don't do Instagram, so I can't
Yeah.
answer that.
It's
We're
all-
gonna, we have to get you guys more involved with this.
Yeah,
Just
it's
a
all
little
over
bit.
it's all over the place. I mean, we started it on Facebook because just Facebook was the thing at that at that point,
Right.
and then I started the Instagram or vice versa, or however the fuck it worked.
It
But
definitely is that way, yeah.
but we gain followers on every social media page we have, just about every day.
That's good.
We might lose a couple.
Yeah, we
because
go.
they
You go
don't-
stagnant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Well,
if
yeah.
we both get busy, and it's like we're not.
Well,
posting as much as
no,
we
we
need
went
to.
stagnant when we hit those obstacles.
Well, yeah,
Did
things
you
slow
slow-
down
You're
because.
preoccupied.
Well, you got to deal
Well, yeah,
with what's in front of
now
you
I got to
first.
sit down and research and write
Yeah.
letters and pretend I'm a lawyer.
yeah.
I'm not a lawyer.
So what do you say?
You know what I
You go to
mean?
school for a long time to do that.
Right,
Yeah.
right. No, so
yeah.
it's like, okay, how's this answer sound? I mean, he wrote it out rough. It was great. You know what I mean? And then I edited it and put
He
the
took
whole letter
he
together.
took the sandpaper out and he sanded down the rough edges.
Yeah.
He's like, you can't.
He did the woodwork.
the
on
cast
it.
on
You
it.
can't do this to him. You
Right.
just can't do that.
Right,
No.
This tone is unacceptable.
Yeah,
This,
yeah.
I like
Change-
what you're saying, but it needs to be reworded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sun Tzu
You know,
once
so,
said.
go ahead.
Sun Tzu once said, "When you are weak, appear strong. When you're strong, appear weak." It sounds like eventually giants do fall. It's just
It's-
a matter of
it's-
standing together, showing support.
Yep.
Sometimes
And
you gotta get
standing
red and
strong.
just-
Yeah.
Jim
I
and
actually
Mary.
referred to
Be
this.
me and you'll never lose. It's like be yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
As long as you're yourself,
believe in
you're
what
always
you're
gonna
doing.
come out on top.
It's so
Believe.
organic. And
Yeah.
you know what? And that relates so much. So much of you guys come through.
Oh yeah.
And that's the amazing
Oh,
thing
yeah.
that I find about
Yeah,
this.
I mean, we could have a
That's
fucking
done on
sitcom.
purpose too.
You know what I mean? We could have our own sitcom just because we're that quick on
But yeah,
each
like I
other.
said, because you
Yeah.
asked like what's next. So
Uh-huh.
what's next is we'll continue our
Journey.
journey. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Whether
use,
it's-
I was going to use the B word.
No.
Battle?
Battle.
Oh, well, the battle is part
The
of the
battle is
journey.
going. The battle is going to go
Certainly right.
on,
Yeah.
but we're going to.
The battle is part of the journey. Whether you lose the battle or win the battle doesn't matter. It's winning the war. And we will win the war. One way or another. But our journey will continue. It's that simple. We believe that. And that's huge, you got to believe in it.
I think I fully believe in the whole idea.
And if you don't believe in us, well, go fuck yourself. Okay? It's that simple. It's that simple.
That's the kind of attitude you gotta have.
No, and you know what? We have not met anybody since we started this that didn't believe in what we're doing. And I mean, it's
and nobody's confused us.
Except one.
no negative.
No.
People have been.
You know what? The problem is they do believe in us. That's
True.
why they're fighting us.
Right.
Okay?
Philosophical, I like it.
It's just that simple. I'm okay with that.
That's kind of a compliment.
Yeah.
Well,
Thank you.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Compliment.
Yeah, I mean, it really is just that simple. So like I said, the journey is going to continue no matter what.
Right.
One way or another. The message is going to get out there.
Book 2 is going to get started. It's
Yeah.
already written.
Yeah, it's written.
The chapters are going to be coming out very shortly.
Yeah.
So keep your eye on the Facebook page.
Yeah, but keep your eye on the pages, not for all of it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
We post a lot of stuff about the benefits.
yep.
Of the weed and links and videos
Yep.
of doctors,
Upcoming
of
events.
nurses and patients, and how it helps with this or how it helps with that.
All right, guys.
All right.
You know.
Well, that was. Thanks so much for sitting down with us. That was.
Oh
that
no,
was an
absolutely.
incredible story.
And this is just part one.
This is just the
When are you,
foundation.
so when are you
Yeah.
planning on releasing the set? Sorry to keep it going. When are you planning on releasing the comic one of the series? Do you have anything
Comic
in mind?
One's right here.
Well, I mean, no, this is the premiere series. I mean, comic one of the series that's coming up.
Shut the.
I'm not going to give you a date on that.
Okay, all right.
I'm not going to give you a date on that.
Okay.
There's still a lot of work to be done. I have my goals, but
Well, we definitely want to interview you after that comes out again and see how far you guys have come with it.
Really, you want to wait that fucking long? We weren't that good. Really? Really?
Well,
it might
I
be
mean,
a while. no, it's
Yeah.
it'll be what it's going to be.
Yeah.
You know how hard it
There's
is
a
to
lot
get
of-
four
I don't wanna-
entrepreneurs
I don't-
in a
I don't
room
wanna
to get
rush
time
it.
to get time
I don't wanna
off
rush
together. You know what I mean?
We spend way too much time together, and we don't spend a lot of time together, but it's
No.
still way too much time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, cool. I
Yeah,
appreciate
awesome.
it.
Make sure you guys subscribe
thank
to
you.
the page, our podcast. If you listen to this, subscribe so you get the notification every week when these come out. It's been a fantastic interview with Toking Dead. Make sure to follow them on Instagram, like their Facebook pages. Follow them on Twitter. If you're still stuck in 2007, go on MySpace. You can find them there too. And then
You
follow.
said you know why I did it though, right? Because
course.
that one person that is stuck in 2007 on MySpace
Might
is
be
there on
the
Twitter
person
and
that
on some-
we need.
I respect
Yeah,
it. I respect
that's
it.
big.
Yeah.
Make sure you
Absolutely.
follow us too on Instagram, AA for Entrepreneurs. If you haven't already, you're missing out.
Support the cause.
Support all causes. We love you guys.
We'll talk to you later.
We'll see you.
Peace.